guys, so this week I'm once again back on the hunt for the ideal everyday carry bag. So far I think I reviewed 2 or 3 in previous videos, and the past couple weeks I took a brief break from that search, but this week I'm back and I will be reviewing the Timbuk2 Armory Pack. As you can see from my previous videos, I am quite a big fan of Timbuk2, so I was really excited to see kind of this newer bag that they have released and I hadn't had a chance to get my hands on before. You know, from initial use, I have to say I really like this bag. I really love the size, I like the design, and I like a lot of the unique features that it brings. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at everything that the Timbuk2 Armory Pack has to offer. So first thing we're going to do is just go over the general design of the bag and what it looks like. Right now, as you can see, I've filled it up with just the items that I carry on with me on a daily basis, as I have for the other bags, just to get a feel for like whether the bag can actually hold everything or how it fits into the different pockets. And so this is already fully loaded, and I'll go through the items that are in the bag. The bag itself is a really nice size. I like that it's not too big. For an everyday carry bag, I really hate bags that are really bulky. And on a daily basis, when you typically have to carry a laptop and a tablet and maybe a change of clothes or a change of shoes to go to the gym or something, but in general it's not that much, so I don't like to carry a huge bag with me every day. And this bag kind of fits that bill, so it has just enough space to carry what I need without being bulky. It has one kind of main top loading compartment, which we'll go into a little bit more detail in a second. It also has a smaller compartment here on the front where you can put like a notebook or a tablet, and then a pocket here that kind of has just an all-purpose organization and has a few pockets and things, which I'll go into a little bit more detail. And then on the side, it has a water bottle holder, which as you've seen in my previous video, that's really important to me. I like having my water bottle with me at all times, so I really like when the bags have a specific place to put that. In addition to the water bottle holder, it also has compression straps, so here you could put like a tripod or something bigger, maybe even a jacket. Just if you strap it in here with this strap, it also helps keep the bag nice and compact if you have it particularly empty. It's already a pretty slim bag, as you say. This is about as wide as it goes, so it's not too bad, but you can compress it down even further if you're not carrying that much stuff on a particular day. And then on the other side here, it has kind of an all-purpose pocket that slides all the way down. It's really nice here that you can still kind of use it as another water bottle pocket, or you can put a tripod here as well. So the compression strap here would help something taller keep it in place. And if not, you can just kind of use this as a catch-all pocket to zip up and keep something secure. You can put an external battery there. And so it's just kind of a multi-purpose pocket, which is nice to have. And then, on the outside, the design of the bag is really clean. It's pretty minimal. I got the black color. They offer a few different varieties, but I really like black for taking to the office, and I really like that even though this is kind of a rugged and good for biking bag, it also is plain enough to be able to fit well into an office environment. And so if we just start going through the pockets really quickly, the first pocket I want to take a look at is here on the front. There is kind of a small pocket. It's pretty thin. It's really good ideally for a notebook or a tablet. I have the iPad mini 2 here, and so that's the 8.9-inch tablet, and that fits in really nicely here. The panel here is a little bit padded. It's not super padded. I think this is meant more for notebooks. I just happen to put my iPad there because I grab it a lot during the day, so it's really nice to just have it at a quick grab and just be able to slide your hand in really quickly. But the pocket itself holds a good amount. It's not super wide, but a good width for a tablet or a notebook. Moving on into the more general purpose pocket here. So this has some zippers that go all the way down, which is really nice. So you can open this nice and wide. I like that it has kind of this guard on the side so that you can open it, but it doesn't spill out. And then you can open it with confidence and not worry that any of the items you have floating around on the bottom are gonna fall out accidentally, which I thought was a really nice touch. And so in here, in this part of the bag, there's a few different organizational options. So you have kind of a zipper pocket here where you can put some keys or your coins or cables. I have my lightning cable here for my phone. There's also some pockets for a pen and a stylus, and then just kind of a general purpose pocket here. I have my external battery, but you can put a lot of different stuff there. It has a key ring for your keys here, so you can attach them so you don't lose them if you don't want to carry your keys in your pocket. And then the bottom itself is pretty deep. So, as you can see, I can fit a good portion of my arm in there, and I just kind of use that as a kind of place to just throw random bulkier items that I may have that don't fit into these kind of smaller pockets. There's a few of those, so I have my sunglasses case. There's not really a dedicated area to throw that, but this is a good pocket for that. As you can see, this is a little bit bulkier, so it wouldn't fit into one of the thinner pockets. I also have my Belkin adapter. This is one of my absolute favorite things to have on me at all times, especially if I'm working from a coffee shop or something. This is great because you can add 3 outlets. It has 2 USB ports. You can rotate the plug so that you can fit a variety of outlets. And it's just a really, really good object to have, and it's also really low cost. I think it costs between $15 and $20. So I definitely recommend checking this out and just throwing that into your everyday carry bag so that you always have extra outlets and you're ready to go. And then so at the bottom of the bag, that's it. And then on the flap side of this pocket, there's actually a Velcro pocket here. That's just another kind of wide pocket. It just helps to divide things a little bit so you don't have a huge pile of stuff in this deep pocket. So in here, it closes by Velcro, and it's got a pretty wide opening. I don't have much in here right now. I just have an extra mouse. Sometimes if my batteries die, I want to have a wired mouse with me as well. And that's about it for this pocket. So just a really nice pocket with a lot of organizational options that can serve a lot of different purposes, and it's nice to kind of keep things out of the main pocket, which we're going to go into next. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is a top-loading bag. So it has one big kind of compartment here that opens from the top, and it's pretty much just like a big bucket. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Perfect for one change of clothes and maybe a pair of shoes. On the inside of the bag, there's a laptop pocket. Right now, I have a 13-inch MacBook Pro, the Retina MacBook Pro, and that fits in here pretty well. I think you can definitely fit in a 15-inch MacBook Pro in this backpack. 17-inch might be pushing it. And even though the pocket is pretty spacious, I think that for kind of the older school, thicker laptops, it might be a little bit of a tight fit. You could probably squeeze it in there, but I think it's meant more for kind of the more modern, thinner laptops that are popular nowadays. As part of the bag, there's also a tablet pocket. So this is where I think the tablet was meant to go. The inside of this has kind of a felt-lined material, so just a little bit more delicate, so it would probably be a more ideal place to place the tablet. But as I mentioned earlier, I like to grab my tablet quite a bit, so I wanted it quicker access on the front, whereas here you'd have to kind of unzip the whole thing. So it's not a big deal, it just takes a little bit longer, so I prefer it in the front. So in here, I have a moleskin notebook in the tablet sleeve, and then I also have my trusty Beats Solo Wireless 2. Just for when it's a louder environment and I kind of need that quiet time, or just if I need to focus. This causes a little bit more problems with the bags that I typically review just because it's a little bit bulkier, but it fits perfectly in here, no problem. And then in the past I'd been using an in-case accessory pouch for my cables, but I actually got this new pouch recently which I'm quite fond of. So as you can see, this is really slim, and it has a lot of really cool kind of just bands and pockets, so that this is how I organize my cables now. I have a lot of different accessories here. I've done a few videos on the items I typically like to carry with me, but I can go into more detail in a later video on what I actually carry in my tech organization kit. But as you can see, this keeps everything nice and organized. It's not all floating all over the place, and it has a lot of neat pockets, and as I mentioned, it stays really thin, which is very helpful for taking up space in the bag, and it's really good size. This is from BagSmart, and I'll put a link for this in the description below on where to get it. And so those are the main items that I carry with me on a daily basis, and they fit really well into this bag. As I mentioned before, there's plenty of space for some clothes or some shoes, and then other than that, I don't really carry that much more, so this bag is perfect for me. It just has a little bit of leftover space, but not too much, and it's really comfortable to wear. It has the typical Timbuk2 straps, very comfortable, nice and padded, very easy to adjust. They have the bottle opener on the strap and the removable sternum straps, which are always really helpful if you happen to load the bag up a little bit more for a particular day. One thing that I did kind of miss from this bag, which other Timbuk2 bags have typically been known for, is kind of that side entry laptop pocket. So they have that pocket so that you can kind of swing the bag over without having to take it off and be able to open the laptop compartment. This bag does not have that, which made me a little bit sad because I think that's really convenient. And I believe that the reason that they didn't have that pocket included this time is that what you'll see here is that the zippers are made so that you can lock it with a with a lock. So you can just put a lock in right there. So I'm imagining that if you had a side entry laptop compartment, it would kind of defeat the purpose of locking it. So I'm guessing that was more to add to the security of the bag. I don't typically lock my bag or leave it out of my sight really, so that doesn't help me too much. But I can see kind of the thought process that they had there. So that's kind of the main negative that I found with the bag, just that it didn't have that side entry. But that's more of a preference thing. I'm guessing most people won't really care too much about that. But overall, I really like this bag. I love the design. I love the size. The quality is great as always from Timbuk2. And if you're looking for a bag that's kind of that Goldilocks size, it's not too big, it's not too small, and it can just hold everything that you need to get you through the day, I highly recommend giving this a shot. I really was surprised by the design. I'm going to keep testing it out to see if this will become the next everyday carry bag. But if you're curious at all about it, I definitely recommend just giving it a shot, filling it up with your stuff and seeing if it works for you. Any questions about the bag, please be sure to comment below. And if you liked this video or you thought it was helpful, please be sure to give us a like. And make sure to subscribe below so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Thank you so much, guys.